I'm talking today to teachers in schools, to principals, to reading instructors, and to the PTA. I'm an award-winning children's book author. I don't like to blow my own horn, but I wrote a number of books that kids are reading and really like. One of them is Chocolate Fever, funny book. One of them is Jelly Belly. This is about a fat kid. That fat kid is really me in the 5th grade. It's funny. Kids tell me it's my funniest book. Not funny to me. Here's a book called The War with Grandpa. Got this book from my son, who said he loved this room in our house. He loved it so much he never was going to live anyplace else. And immediately, because I'm always looking for a story, it popped in my head. The boy has to get thrown out of that room. Well, 3 years later, I had a book called The War with Grandpa, which won 16 awards throughout the country, sent me scurrying from place to place, picking up medals and making speeches. I'm glad when I finally got back to writing. I wrote this book because a bunch of kids said, why don't you write a book about an average kid in school who's not doing too well? Well, you know what? That was me. Perhaps I was a little above average, but I never worked at all. I just breezed through school, not trying too hard. The boy in this book learns a great lesson, and it's funny, like all my books are funny. There are funny parts anyway, and there's something there at the end when I read it. It brings tears to my eyes. That's really why kids like this book a lot. Bobby Baseball. Well, I paid my dues. I was the manager of a little league team, the Vikings. We had practices on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We played a league game on the weekend. We had 10 boys, 5 girls, and a lot of fun. It was fun when we won. It was even fun when we didn't win. The kids didn't think so. They really wanted to win. I love this book because I love baseball a lot. Anyway, The Squeaky Wheel is about a boy who's trapped in his parents' divorce. I know a couple of people who this happened to, and I knew the 2 girls it happened to, and it touched my heart. I had to write about it, and in a really realistic way. This book was a best book from the American Library Association as a YA. It still is read by kids in the lower grades. But what I'm saying is, I'd like to talk about writing, I'd like to talk about reading, I'd like to get your school buzzing with excitement in the weeks before I come, the weeks after I come, and I'd like to talk about how you write. I have a whole bunch of tips for kids to make it easier to write. I'd like to do that, so I hope I'll be seeing myself in your school. Bye.